This game's kind of loud. Unfortunately, I can't seem to turn down the sound, because why would that be an option? Yeah, alright. Let me just go somewhere more quiet. That's better. What's going on, Pitarians? My name is Pitarix, you guys know, of course, and welcome to the most creative and hard puzzle game. This game is called The Witness. This is probably a puzzle game that doesn't need to be played. It's really just a puzzle game. It's like there's a mini story to it, but it's not like necessary. Before I wanted to get back here in this area in particular, just to kind of show like this area that I just really do not enjoy. Hey, the challenge here is, this is the challenge room in this game, and I want to give my small thoughts on it. I have yet to actually beat it, but I'm not sure if I will, just because it generally is so hard. And I can't play it right now because it has music that most definitely will get me copyrighted, so I can't actually play it for you. Considering the fact it seems like I can't turn off the actual sound. But anyway, you start this, these screens will pop up, and you gotta solve the random challenges on here. Solve this, which is like part 1 of 1. And then one of these 4, those 2 behind these walls, will randomly activate, and you gotta find the one that's active and solve. Those will active, and then that little maze thing I entered is pretty much linked to this. 2 dots will spawn, that will pretty much tell you where the puzzles and that are. And then you'll go through here, and then these 2 pillars will activate with a puzzle that you have to solve, just so you can get this, which has a thing you can get. The only thing I don't like about this is the absurd challenge you have to do. Not only do you have about 7 minutes, the song lasts about 7 minutes to activate, or to do it all, so it's about 7 minutes. You gotta solve the random challenges. Sorry. Yeah, solve the random challenges, deal with the random spawn locations and with the 4 and everything. And then, do that. But, if you pause during the entire thing, it will actually restart everything, so not the funnest thing to solve. So, yeah. So, why am I here? Why am I in later in the game and not starting a fresh new game to show you the wonders? Well, the thing is I will. Well, I will. Well, but this won't be a Let's Play. I just kind of want to give my thoughts on this. I've played pretty much almost all of it. The only thing I haven't done is this puzzle. This challenge puzzle. And maybe a couple puzzles here and there that I have yet to find. But it generally is so hard that I honestly probably don't want to beat it. It's not the funnest for me to try to solve and all that. But other than like the absurd challenge room, this one, it's not that bad. It's honestly not the worst puzzle game. It's honestly one of the most atmospheric. Like here, I will now actually gonna quickly look up probably Um, no, I'm just gonna start a new game. Yeah, restart. So, anybody who's obviously played this game should immediately recognize the beginning area. Uh, you start in this long tube. You can't turn around quite yet, but once you kind of get to a certain point, you should be able to turn around. It's just a dark void, but this is important for a second. That's right, every time I restart the game, my brightness or my sensitivity gets lowered, and my brightness, not load, controls, raise that to max. That's better. God, this game's so loud. So, this is pretty much your premise. You solve these puzzles around the map, these line puzzles, and it's fun, especially if you like a challenge, because there are ones that are more challenging than others, and I'll kind of show all of them. This is pretty much how you're gonna, come on, how you're gonna do this. Let's solve this again. We gotta activate this bottom one. I think that does close. Oh well. That's fine. Solve you. Not sure why I did that. There we go. And we'll solve this one, which is the last one I need to solve. There we go. So, oh wait. Oh, that's right, this one. I gotta solve this one too. There we go. And now we're able to solve this one. Let me get closer, because you can activate these from decently far away. Come on. Oh my word, how close do you want me to get? Thank you. You just gotta solve it in any kind of way. This has another type of puzzle you gotta do, which activates a secret puzzle. And I'll show you some of the secret puzzles, which is why I think it's the most creative, because it's all about perspective. This game is all about perspective. So these two, this blue and green areas, or screens, have two different challenges that will kind of show you. So with this challenge, you want to separate or block off the black and white. There'll obviously be different colors to that, and they apply the same way. You got to separate all of them. So, pretty much, yeah. So, you just got to solve it all like that. There we go. And then itch. Do this again. And then you gotta solve it just like that. There we go. This is done. This doesn't unlock anything. Neither do these. But this one, for these ones, you gotta, there's black dots you gotta do, and you gotta just connect the dots, pretty much. Alright, 3 more. Okay, and I think with this one, you want to start on this. Go... I want to go down. No. I want to go up. You want to go this way. Sorry, it's generally been a bit since I actually did this. Let's see, kind of. Maybe Yeah, there we go. That's how you do it. No. God dang it. Here we go. Got it. There we go. That's done. So that's pretty much the premise. You got challenges, and like I said, I'll go through all of them and all that. So, what are the other challenges? They're the secret challenges, very much. There's also perspective Easter eggs. If you get in here, you look at this tree branch, and then look at this cloud, in this, in there, it makes a little tree, which is cool. So we're gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I mean about the secret ones. I'm gonna do the one right here. So you got the stone path. Let me come across here just so you can kind of see. You got all these stone paths, but this one is circular, which is fine. But then you notice this. It's strange that this is really circular. In fact, this kind of looks like a puzzle. Well, obviously, what I'm leading towards is that this is. A lot of these, you kind of have to get the right position, but once you do, you're able to solve these puzzles. Environmental puzzles. These are loud in headset. Wow, that is very loud in my headset. Apologies for anybody who has to listen to this as well, because... Anyway, coming up here, we'll show you another one. This one right here. In fact, there is 2 more in here, and but I already deactivated the chance for one, and that one I'm talking about is actually one that activates a secret ending. So let some of you figure that one out. Basically, you got to get about this position, and then you activate it by the sun, and you follow it. You end about here. And it changes this doorway into an actual door. Anyway, the other one that is here is actually within the mixture of this wall and the cloud. Again, I do apologize for how loud this is. There's another one here. As you can see, if you line this up with the panel in the back, you're able to activate this. However... there's actually another puzzle you have to solve, which is this pillar, which also has another challenge. These triangles. These triangles means these are one side. It means how many, just a kind of, as you see, now that I have a line on the bottom, I am no longer able to kind of do something like this. It covers 3 sides. If it has 1 triangle, it means you have to get 1 side. That is pretty much how this particular puzzle works. Obviously, there is a 2-side and a 3-side made ones, depending on how many triangles are on this spot. In fact, I can show you one by resolving this. By reopening that door, which I thought would stay open, but it didn't because I heard it close. Okay. I heard my phone. Where, what'd I do with my phone? There it is. And of course, I gotta go AFK. I'll be back. Alright, sorry about that. I have returned. Okay, so, as I honestly lost my train of thought. Yeah. You need to solve that, then this floor will activate, and you gotta solve it 2 different ways. One way is kind of not the most important one, but the other way is how you get the one thing. Man, I am out of breath. Oh, excuse me. There's 3 in this picture, or in this, like, thing. There's one here, which, obviously get. And then there's another one with this. You can kind of see where it ends. You gotta use the boat you'll unlock later. And then this is one. Jesus, can I not hiccup now? Oh, this actually has a couple of... So, this one, by the look, obviously how it looks, is that you got to, obviously, solve that. See, problem. I guess I could do that. Yeah, go up. Do that. Oh, that immediately won't work. Dang it. Yeah, these puzzles always... Yeah. So, they can kind of get complicated. I see you had to separate the black and whites from that. Plus, on top of... You had to do all the dots. Here's another puzzle. Obviously, you can't activate it. I was wondering why, but... The way you gotta activate it is to actually get it low modeled. So you gotta stand right about here, and then you're able to. Very creative. You see it go over here. So there's this is what these signify. So obviously you gotta solve all this, and then you're able to do that. So here's that one design that I was mentioning. I think the other point. That's pretty much how. There's these 2, and I'll definitely show you how. Probably not. I'm not gonna do all. Well, but some of these are very creative. This has probably the most obelisk puzzles. Gotta solve this one, you gotta come in here, and then you gotta solve this. Pretty much what you gotta do is you got to solve... Whoops. That's why it's sometimes annoying to do that. You gotta solve this little mini puzzle. And then here's another. So I see 2 triangles, which means we need to hit it twice. You solve it just like that. You can go down here. This pretty much leads nowhere. And then come up here. So this you can kind of see. So here's like obviously where you start, and there's 3 ways you can go. One way is actually you have to go up here, and you need to solve this entire area, this entire little town area, to actually do it. But you can get 2 of them. Here, come up here for one, and you stand kind of like right about here. You're able to do this. There we go. That's how you solve that one. There's one. This is why I turned up my brightness. This is so you can actually see me. It's so much easier with your brightness up. There's solve that one. Come over here, line up about like this, and solve this one. Come over here, and you can solve this one. and then line up about here to solve the last one. Yeah. Yeah, no, I got that. Some of these are a ruse. This isn't one. And then the other one I know that's here is on top of this bell tower. Or you stand here, and you're able to solve it this way. This is obviously one right here. There's 3 right here. I'm not going to do it because it is a lot of waiting and patience. Which, I guess I can actually show you down in the windmill. We gotta solve this real fast, which is not the hardest. Let's go down here. As for this game made me paranoid about some of these areas because I was like, man, this looks like one, but it's not. All you have to do is solve this one right here. But in my opinion, that is easier said than done. I swear, I struggle on this one so many times. Like, obviously you think the easiest would be something... Oh yeah, you know what? I got it. So, you can kind of already see some. You got this one. Oh wait, no, not that one. Sorry. You got this green one, this one, and we'll solve. I kind of. Come on. Oh wait, no, I can kind of sacrifice. Alright, we'll do this one. This one is... Can I just... I don't know why that... Oh, right, I gotta retain the shape. That's right. I remember. Anyway, there's one in there, which is probably, in my opinion, the most annoying one. When you complete the challenge room, you unlock one of these. I kind of forgot which one. And, it is so absurd, so stupid, and so annoying. You activate the video, you activate it, and then you gotta wait about an hour just to solve it. And I was pretty much just like, yeah, no thanks. Especially since that particular video I am talking about that you have to unlock is unlocked through that challenge room. Which means you have to do that annoying challenge just to unlock that, just to solve a puzzle that you have to wait another hour for. That is pretty much something I am not wanting to do. Alright, we got another top puzzle that I will show you. It's over there. So, those shapes, I guess I didn't really specify. Those, sorry for the loudness. Dang, these things are stupid loud. Alright, one more. Alright. So, obviously, this one's... Whoops. This is what happens when you go a little too fast. That's right, you gotta go down. So so these, you gotta retain their shape. You can combine them. They all have to be, as long as they're in the same relative thing, then you can do it in any order. But if it's just like one, then you have to retain their shape. And they gotta be the shape. You can't add an extra one to kind of get the shape. Up here, or This tree way over here has some perspective Easter eggs, which I'll show. This one over here does too. If you look this from the inside, it looks like a pair of eyes. Anyway, so this one has faces. So as you can see, here's the eye. You can see the face here. Coming around this side, shows you another one. Here's the eye. Here's like a little smile, the nose. And then the only other one that I keep saying that obviously is shown, you gotta get about this angle. And yes, you gotta stay kind of close to the sun, but here's the ear, here's the eye, the nose, and the mouth. Anyway, a couple more puzzles here. So these are two, and then there's two on the floor right here. Anyway, so as you see, I have a shape in the shadow. These ones are shadow puzzles, so you pretty much have to solve it by shadow. So just like that. Turns this one on. You gotta get it. So you pretty much have to angle yourself to get your shadow. Very creative, very creative. Now these environment puzzles can also appear everywhere. So like if I come above this, like round here, there's a puzzle in the sand. You start from right here and you end about here. So, and then another puzzle is Cemetery. This will be probably the last one I'll show you. Well, Cemetery is probably the most interesting and creative one, in my opinion. You start from down here, and as I stated, it is Cemetery, so... By the way, I would highly suggest, bring in this shape right here. It will raise this yellow one, and then if you come up here, go down these stairs, and of course line it up. Here's another puzzle. You start here, and you go all the way around. Obviously, you have to do the yellow one, and your hint is obviously, if you're in there, you can kind of see the mini puzzle. It ends right there, so you gotta match the color, so you gotta do the yellow. I thought these were one, but no, they're not. Another perspective Easter egg is that this statue right here, her hair is along the rocks. And then the not good angle, you gotta be like right here, but these two branches in the water look like koi fish. Another one of these puzzles, so two sides, there we go. Oh, you can do the same two sides, like same square, you don't have to like do two separate lines, like you don't have to go like that and then that. Obviously that doesn't work. Another way you could solve this is going up and over, or you can go straight and up. Or you can go like a staircase, sort of. You can solve it like a staircase. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, that's pretty much all. Some of these puzzles you gotta like line up using these. So like with the one right there, you start and you go up, over, or all the way up, over, down, and you get it. You're at the end. This is the most creative, but that challenge room and the waiting an hour for a bonus puzzle to be solved is probably the most annoying thing. Obviously, if I load up this save, which takes a good minute. Thank you. This is like towards the end. This is when I solved almost everything. I almost have all the mini puzzles solved. Really, why do I keep hearing noise? Really, the only area that I have yet to actually solve is the area near the windmill, or underneath the windmill, which I'll go to now. I'll take the route up here. You got this like swamp area, you got a treehouse area, you got this mountain, and you got a jungle, which probably has some of my favorite puzzles. I'll kind of show you the reason why. This mountain, if you go up to a little bonus area, you can line up these clouds, and you actually kind of have to wait for the clouds to get in line, get in the shape to solve it. Which is fine, it doesn't take as long as the hour, but the hour one was still annoying. So, you can probably hear all the sounds in this. This is why this game doesn't have any music. It's because some of these puzzles need sound for. So, yeah. This one has you can kind of already see all the puzzles I solved. Coming right here shows you another one. Excuse me. Lining up some of these. So you got one here. Then you come down here. You got another one here. And then gonna get close to this, sort of close to this tree. You got this one here. And then I think lining up a position like this, you get that one, which I showed. And then, of course, there's multiple here. Lining up here gives you this one right here. If you're wondering why there's birds chirping, this is actually how you're supposed to solve this. But these ones get annoying because there's other sounds that will start playing, and then you gotta hear the bird chirps kind of through them. Here's another one. This is why I like this one so much, because you gotta line up and you gotta use the trees as the outline. And there's actually a couple of these. Another one's actually in the same area as all the... I went the wrong way. As up here, you know, with all the moss growing. Coming back here, you can line up the shape like this and get a tree shape. And of course, the only other one I know of is actually coming up here and going inside the bamboo and coming into this area, which will give you 2. Standing here will give you 1, and then pretty much on the other side will give you the other. Very creative and all that. Another one of my favorites is actually using a cloud. Let me get out of here. Also, I guess I can show you because there's 2 like right here. You can find these audio logs kind of hidden around, so you can solve that. Do I have it? My bad. Let's see. I think I keep leaving my drink downstairs. So that cloud is darkened, and if you get into the position of up here, kinda, yeah, up here, I like to line up like right here. You get obviously the puzzle in this. I solved it. What you gotta do is you gotta reflect. You gotta solve the desert one, and then you gotta go to the town, and then redirect the desert one normally to here, but you can redirect it towards this cloud, which will turn it white, which, in my opinion, that's not how that works, but it's a puzzle game, so yeah. Other puzzles that I really like is actually using the flowers as one. So as you see, there's that. And it doesn't do it just once. It actually does it twice. As you see, if I come over to the purple one and come down here, there's the other one. This one is probably my least favorite. Very creative, but this one had the most confusing. If anyone can tell me, these two puzzles that I'm standing next to, in my opinion, have no indicator of the path you need to take. I kind of either searched up how, or I just kind of guessed the path. Because, like, starting here, you have to go over here, go up, go all the way, and then do this. But to me, it's kind of like, what's the indicator signifying that this is the path you had to take? No clouds, no anything, so yeah, and the same thing goes with the previous area. It generally just doesn't really tell you. This one, obviously, the doors, and then this one was grass blades. If it had these grass blades right here, it means you couldn't go through, so you had to find the best popular route without the grass blades. But this had probably the most hidden things. So I'll show you what I mean. First of all, these puzzles, these are pressure puzzles. I haven't solved in a particular way, but this isn't the way you're supposed to solve it. This probably could work, because it does connect the dots you need, so yeah. Anyway, if you come up here, decent start, guys. As you see, I've already completed it. There's these two panels. This one, once you complete all these ones, then this will activate, and you're gonna solve the normal way. Hey, that's why you kind of normally you would have to. I think you go this way. You can go straight, and you gotta go around, and then kind of. I think you go all the way down, and then go up, and that. And this is how you're supposed to solve this. Anyway, the most creative one is that even though you solve it by walking on them, if you stand up here, these are actually bonus puzzles that you also have to solve for the obelisk. This same thing here, once you figure out the path, there's a puzzle here. And then there's this giant puzzle here. So yeah, this has this one particularly has 5. You gotta solve this in 2 different ways, which will give you this one, and then the way I've solved it gives you this one. And the way I have solved these is the bonus routes to get the environment puzzles. So that's it. I just want to kind of this game in particular is probably the most creative and the hardest, and one of the hardest part. I wouldn't say it is the hardest. It is definitely possible. That challenge will give you a good run for your money, especially since the challenges are randomized. You can't use guides for those because they're randomized for everyone, and they are randomized every time you activate them. So there's that. So this game, again, I keep saying that this game is fun. It's very, very colorful. Oh, and you got, like, you know, red, you got the autumn colors, you got up there's like snowy and all that. You got this one. This is where the treehouse and swamp are located. Obviously the jungle, there's a desert, the fort, shady trees, which have a really cool concept, but kind of gets really challenging. Like, unless you're a huge puzzle guy, you're most likely going to be using cheats for this. Or by cheats, I mean searching up guides. So you start off by seeing how the branches kind of cover some of these, so you actually have to use it as your guide to get to the end. Don't touch the shadows, pretty much. And then eventually, I think you come over here, which the shadows will actually give you the answer, but you gotta solve it in ways to comprehend with the boards and placements. And so like this one, you kind of have to get this weird angle. This one is right there, and then the one down there is right here. This one is on the rock. This one is right here, and then this one's right here. And then you follow it, and then you get to this one, which instead of dodging the shadows, you follow the shadow. And pretty much towards the end, like this one was really confusing at first, and then which one was it? Was the one down here. You imagine, as you see how I solved it, it's like this. Because you imagine you go all the way this, and you think this broken one means nothing, so you still follow it. But no, since it's broken, the answer is just this. Once you do all that, it will actually unlock this gate, which is kind of like a mixture. You don't want to touch these shadows, the leaves, but you want to follow the branch ones. So you get about to here, and then you want to go along, and then you want to connect to this branch and solve it. Probably the more obvious Easter egg is the girl in the window, but if you look up, all you really see is that this is supposed to be the head. This is supposed to be the body and dress. You can kind of getting in the certain position is the hands, and you get this. So yeah, this is pretty much, I guess I can kind of show you. When you complete all the obelisk puzzles, it actually turns white. And then if, I'll give you a freebie, if you want to know how you solve this one, you had to do this shape. As you see, this one is, you know, the upside down L. This one is the right side up L. And as you see, even though this side has the right side up and this side is the upside down, the upside down ones goes here and the right side up goes there. It doesn't look like it, but this giant one right here is actually a puzzle. If I kind of go on this side, you can actually kind of see now the circle of it, and it's down here. This is one, and then coming over here, this one is one. You gotta go up there, and it ends. Let's see, it goes to, I think it ends like right around here, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Bitterix, and I'll see you guys in my actual next time, which will be my Lego Batman. See you guys.